What up, folks? It's your boy Trails, and we back with another one. We got some Diddy news going on. Not necessarily, but kind of. This article coming from the Associated Press. Authorities launch interagency operation at federal jail in New York housing Sean Diddy Combs. Investigators from federal agencies launched the interagency operation on Monday at the troubled lockup in New York City where Sean Diddy Combs is being held. The investigators from the Bureau of Prisons, the Justice Department's Inspector General's office, and other law enforcement agencies descended on a Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, the Bureau of Prisons said in a statement to the Associated Press. The law enforcement operation was designed to achieve our shared goal of maintaining a safe environment for both our employees and the incarcerated individuals housed at the MDC Brooklyn, the agency said. Prison officials declined to provide specific details about the operation Monday morning. The jail has faced increased scrutiny over bad conditions, rampant violence, and multiple deaths, and there has been a push by the Justice Department and the Bureau of Prisons to fix the problems and hold perpetrators accountable. Last month, federal prosecutors charged 9 inmates in connection with the spate of attacks from April to August at the Metropolitan Detention Center, the only federal jail in New York City. The allegations detail serious safety and security issues at the jail, including charges after 2 inmates were stabbed to death and another was speared in the spine with the makeshift ice pick. Wow. A correctional officer was also charged with shooting at a car during an unauthorized high-speed chase. What? Earlier this month, an inmate was charged in connection with the murder-for-hire plot, No Dirt, that led to the death of a 28-year-old woman last December outside a New York City nightclub. According to prosecutors, the inmate used a contraband cell phone to orchestrate the plot from behind bars while awaiting sentencing for directing a different shooting years earlier. The criminal charges offered a window into the violence and dysfunction that had plagued the jail, which houses about 1,200 people, including Combs and Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of the collapsed FTX cryptocurrency exchange. The total was down to more than 1,600 in January. In a statement on Monday, the Bureau of Prisons said this operation in Brooklyn had been planned in advance and there was no active threat. The agency said it wouldn't provide additional details about what exactly investigators were doing until the operation was complete in an effort to maintain the safety and security of all personnel inside the facility and the integrity of the operation. The facility in the industrial area on the Brooklyn waterfront is used mainly for post-arrest detention for people awaiting trial in federal courts in Manhattan or Brooklyn. Other inmates are there to serve short sentences following convictions. Those held at the Brooklyn jail have been long complained about the rampant violence, dreadful conditions, severe staffing shortages, and the widespread smuggling of drugs and other contraband, some of it facilitated by employees. At the same time, they say they've been subject to frequent lockdowns and have been barred from leaving their cells for visits, calls, showers, or exercise. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Now that we got high influential people incarcerated in the facility, the scrutiny of the living conditions of said facility is under the scope. And I guarantee you it won't be good because they don't put any funding or care or any of that into the jails when it comes to being charged or convicted with the crime. You're thrown in there and it's good luck to you if you cannot make bail. It's definitely gonna hurt. Now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at some of these comments and see what they talking about. Alright, we're gonna go to the newest. Club Fed. Now they have to watch him 24 hours a day, I bet. Inmates found out he is there. My guess is lots of dads in there, Diddy. I hope the Hills doesn't get him. You can now really see who's involved in this parties, and they are on the stage supporting Kamala, because she would protect them just like Obama protected Epstein. This jail is not supposed to be a country club, so they will investigate now that he is in there? Really? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They could have been did the investigations. They didn't give a damn about the 9 people. They didn't give a damn about the people that they could have protected from those 9 people. None of that stuff. It's a Diddy's in there. Sadly, many of the people housed there have not been convicted of crimes. They are awaiting trial. Yeah. And it is a hell pit. This jail sounds like a hell pit. It definitely is. It's jail, right? Yeah, jail is supposed to be bad, but you're not supposed to force the conditions to be worse than it already is with someone being locked up behind bars, you know. And that's one thing a lot of people who have never been there don't get, you know. Those cells, when you're in jail, they don't get cleaned out. You get a half a blanket, a half a pencil. They give you deodorant that like perspires away in an hour. Is no good. The soap's horrible. You know, as much money as these institutions are making off of the backs of the inmates that are in there, some of that money should be forced to provide for the care for them. Because yeah, it's jail, but you're still a human being at the end of the day. And a lot of those people who are in there are innocent at the time, haven't been charged with the crime, haven't gotten a chance to see court, haven't got their just due to prove their innocence. So, you know, you shouldn't be forced to live in no conditions if you haven't even been convicted yet. You know what I'm saying? Breaking news this morning. Popular? Whoa. Interesting. He has to sit there while his ex-CEO Abercrombie & Fitch made $10 million bail for the same type of charges that he never spent a day in a prison. Yeah, pretty much. The justice system is not fair for all. No, they use that video to keep them behind bars. Sounds like a perfect home for an American seditionist. Please, the future domestic terrorists who are finally given their sentences the same location. What an idiot this guy is. I don't even know what the hell he said. Well, he can't hang himself. That would be racist. No idea how the fuck. Diddy is now the diddled. It is a prison, not a 5-star hotel. Actually, no, it's a jail. It's not a prison. Cabo's boyfriend. And they're trying to prevent another Epstein. Nah, not really. But yeah, what do you say in this situation? Am I capping? Because I say the only reason why there's any investigation into the conditions of said facility is because Diddy's there. If Diddy would have never been there, they never would have cared. You know what I'm saying? So let's, look at it like that. What I mean. Hey, what say you? Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like, hit a sub, holla back at your boy. It don't hurt at all to at least hit like. So, definitely do that, show your support. But as always, deuces.